M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equanimous St. Brown. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. One-play action. Fields. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They snap it to Fields. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play action. It's Fields. And he'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start with the option. They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper in at 2nd and 1. Now that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Edwards will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Another carry for Herbert on second down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That good for 19 and a first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Let's go, D, tighten up.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety back or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5. 5 seconds to go. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this one is incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Herbert powering up the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Fields now to throw. And Lewis has it, the tight end. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Steps away. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Bears take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. The Bears offense staying put. Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9. He got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Back now in Baltimore. From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone. So they knew what they were doing all along, right? Now the lead 2 here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. A handoff for Herbert. And he powers his way up past the 30. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Off play action, Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Herbert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Here we go.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw. Fields. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Rolling to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10. Fields again. And he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 37. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's a give to Herbert. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll run here with Foreman. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jackson being chased out left. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the first down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Jackson to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Throwing, Jackson. And he's got it. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bear, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. So the clock sits at 16 seconds as they line up for the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert once more, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fistfights along the line of scrimmage, right? You've got to win your share. These 3 tight ends, they almost always win their fistfights.
What a finish in the